What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this video is about Insecure Season 4, Episode 2, Lowkey Distant. Now, it's a theme with every season that she always has some part that's always the same, and this season is low-key, so every episode is low-key something, and it's low-key distant between friends. Now, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and bang that bell. It really helps to grow the channel and shows your support for my work, and also hit that like button if you recommend the video. Let's get into it. Now, when we kick it off, we see that Molly is on the date with Nappy Chan, and everything is still going good, and he gets a call. She's trying to conversate, and he's over there on the side. And when he come back, it seemed, that he's not really telling her what's going on, and she's saying, yeah, well, we ain't gonna have that. But we see that that egg roll was dipping in that sauce pretty good, and she was happy. Meanwhile, we see Issa and Condola relationship is still going good while they're putting together this block party. And it was awkward moments whenever Lawrence or romantic situations come up, but they actually handle it maturely, and I give them credit. They were able to move on and be mature about it, and I give her a lot of credit. Also, Kelly, her outfit for Halloween, Baps, killing the game. Tiffany, she got a little Egyptian queen. We see Molly want to be a little set it off dancer or something, one of those little dance things. I don't know what Issa was doing, but they talking about the relationship or whatever, and they call them Asia Bay. But anyway, Molly is talking about her situation and how she's happy he make her laugh, is good weenus, but she just want to talk more. I mean, they only been together for a small amount of time, and it seems that sometimes people want everything all at once, and it's not realistic. And I just think that she was kind of rushing into things, but her friends encouraged her to talk to Nappy Chan about it. Meanwhile, we see that Issa getting bent over backwards, getting that back broke off by Heavy D, and then he said, go ahead and hit my booty button. Ugh. And so she had to stick a finger in his booty to get him okay. And then when it was over, they couldn't find the condom they looking for, and ugh, it was in the deep black hole. And meanwhile, we see that Lawrence is still dealing with Condola, but he's not even thinking about the Issa situation until they bring it up, and she's making it seem because they joked about him eating mayo on fries, and so now he's like, damn, he talking to his boys, they conversating, what's up, should I put an end to this? They like, yeah, man, you tripping, I wouldn't have let that happen, that's why whenever I do, I move out of state. And he say, hey man, if you holler at the girl at the baby shower, holler at the caterer, that way ain't no connection. Meanwhile, they talking, they funny, it's a good conversation. He calling the little grease on the pizza gluten. These dudes is funny. Later, we see Issa still working with Condola, everything going good, they best buddies. Molly comes, she want to come and share, they doing their little thing, and then Issa want everybody to be one big happy family. And Molly, she was trying to holler at Issa one-to-one because she got a lot of drama, and she insecure about unfolding and unpacking all that drama in front of someone new, basically. And so basically through this scene, she was trying to tell Issa that, but Issa wasn't picking up on it, and she like, well, what, you want me to make her leave? She said, nah, forget it. And so they talking back and forth about what's going on, and Molly and all of this. Now Molly, so she's insecure as always. She didn't have a menu. Then she asked Condola, can she see her menu? Then when Condola gave her the menu right after that, Issa giving her a menu, so she like, oh, you can give her a menu, but you can't give me a menu. That's the type of pettiness to go on when you insecure. Meanwhile, Lawrence and Issa relationship, they both secure. He go to holler at her on some mature level about try to, y'all do you, just keep me out of it, and they were both handling it very mature, and I give them a lot of credit, and it shows a positive way to handle drama between exes or baby mamas or whatever. And so later we see Nappy Chan, and he went over there, get a little dim sum, and she wasn't trying to give none. And so he was like, so what's up? And she said, well, it's gonna be a gumbo and chill. And he like, okay, all right. And so she said, I make the rules. Is okay? And he sit back, and she go ahead and feeding him a little bit, and he's, of course, it's salty. You know, black folk food salty. You know, she got a problem with that sugar and that salt. But anyway, they go ahead and talk. They chilling, and so she trying to open up. This was all a setup, this date, so that she can get him alone and try to talk and open up. And so he talked a little bit, but she wanted to get deeper into it, and he really didn't feel like getting into all of that. And they only been messing around for a small amount of time, a month or two or less. And so, you know, you got to give certain things certain, amount of time, and he ended up leaving, and she was disappointed. While that was going on, Issa is going to the concert for Schoolboy Q, and she thought about, maybe I should ask Lawrence, while he at home watching what happened to Latoya. They call it a Toyota. Anyway, she says, should I mention that we talk? He say no, and let's get off the phone, basically. And later we see that Molly, while everybody else got something to do, she's crushing that bottle of wine and just sitting there salty. And what she end up doing is calling Issa, of course, because you need a shoulder to cry on. But she hit her with the text that, hey, I'm at this party, I'm gonna hit you up later at the concert. And when they was later doing their little self-care Sunday thing, then they was talking. She heard the little Schoolboy Q tried to do a little shoulder shakes. Thought she was tweaking out, having a seizure. But anyway, she's happy about the little stuff. They talking, getting it together. Molly told her how Nappy Chan, he dipped on her, whatever. Then while she was saying, girl, you ain't never happy. And so that's the same thing Nappy Chan said. And then she get a call, so they talking on the phone, and he kind of thought about, that brown sugar, so I guess he kind of wanted to make up, so it seemed everything cool. She didn't really get deep into it, but it seemed like, Issa and Molly is cool, but Molly holding back a little. And so I don't know. I see that these first two episodes is really focusing on how Molly has a lot of insecurities and projecting it off on others. And that's not a good thing. Now it's time for real talk. Now, one thing that I think about this show that's good is it's showing young black folk in a positive setting. They not doing selling drugs, robbing, doing too much. They work, they do things. Yeah, everybody's life is complicated. Nobody's perfect, but at the same time, they not out trying to do anything negative. But a lot of times, a lot of people's insecurities and things play into that. And for example, Molly, she's got a good job. She's a lawyer, good looking, good shape, all of these things, but she's insecure because every little thing, it seems, could bother her, or she's quick to just dismiss somebody. And when you that dismissive, as if you're perfect and everybody else has the problems, then she'll end up being by herself eventually. And while she's with Nappy Chan and everything is happy and going good, that's not enough. She wants to push the envelope, whereas sometimes we all need to be happy and accept things at a natural pace and not always try to force things or move things a little faster than it should. If she was really that way, then maybe she shouldn't have been sleeping with him if she felt that she needed to get to know him more, and if that was how she truly felt. She's already went to certain levels. It's not a problem with her to do that, but then when it's time to communicate and things, that was a problem. So I just think that overall, if she just learns to give and take a little more, because it seems that she likes things all her way and on her time, and if it doesn't work that way, then it's a problem. And so I think that she's a little jealous of Issa because Issa is not allowing a lot of that stuff to mess up her day or her flow. She could have easily ruined everything when she found out Condola was with Lawrence, and threw away all the hard work that she did if her and Condola began to have a problem. She had a good friendship and they were also productive. And why let something like that mess everything up? And I think Molly is the type of person that would have done that. And sometimes you got to let certain things go, move forward, and deal with what you can deal with, and what you can't deal with, you have to move on. Don't dwell on it, and don't put your insecurities off on others. In the end, I think this is a good show. It's showing a lot of good angles, and if people really pay attention and watch the show, it is humorous and show a lot of other stuff. But then it also will make you think, and it'll show you how, if you are having these same similar issues in your life, how you could probably deal with it and come out with a positive outcome in your situation. So who knows? Learn from other people's mistakes as well as their success. And we should all have better opportunities and outcomes in our own lives and situations. In the end, I want to thank everybody that support me at patreon.com. I'm going to try to put some more new content up there. I'm going to try to do it like a blog or something that I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to think of new ideas. I want to keep everybody happy. It's been a little difficult for me lately, and that's why I think I'm gonna do the blog, so at least people on Patreon are updated and know what's going on. And appreciate your support, and I'll catch you up on the next episode. Peace, and I'm out.